luck, Alex.
Good luck, Alex. Good luck, Alex. Yeah, let's get ready for the show.
Is the hype video playing already? Oh, Mr. Cagasan went to the bathroom.
Yeah, tell them to hurry up. Are we live? We're live right now? Yes, we're live. Did we end up setting up the ambient mic?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I plan to do a tap dance on it later.
Let's get this bread. Not a lot of time.
Yeah, we'll be quick.
Hey, stop playing with you just left.
This one has been the starting lineup and all that stuff. No, the starting lineup. They announced the person that started. Starting for the sophomore, live? We'll have basketball there. Hey, here.
On the blue, on the blue.
Good?
No. What?
What?
Hey. Okay, headset. Can you turn on the blue?
to go to take your dog.
Just Korea saying that she must hear
YouTube channel. Make Kaholo Rickard and Lance Cagasan.
All right, and we're off. We're off. The Baldwin Bears took a 2-0 lead pretty quick there on the tip-off. They have the ball again. They're bringing it down. Ioannis has the ball. Point guard for the Bears. Been pretty steady all year. Takes it, drives, kicks it out to Ross with the three-pointer. He misses. Fight for the rebound. Foul called on the Bears. Number 12.
Number 12.
Owen Nakamura.
It'll be interesting to see who will be resuming the point guard duties. It looks like either Carrillo or Ilikeo.
Right. Gushiken, perimeter pass to Carrillo. Carrillo back to Mossman Smith.
Nice
Spencer.
pass.
Oh, couldn't finish that layup on the inside. Nice look. Nice pass, though. Ioannis pushing the ball down for the Bears. Comes around out to Ross, to Nakamura on the outside. Nothing in the middle. Ioannis takes the ball back on the outside. Set up the offense again. Takes it down, looking out to Akaka. Akaka over to Ross. Looking for something, not there. Back around. Akaka with the drive into Ross. Pass. Gushiken with the steal. Headed back the other way. Oh, loses the handle. Turn over to the Bears. So what kind of defense are the Warriors looking to play right now? You see anything?
Yeah, it looks like they're opening up with a man-to-man. But it could just be a disguise and they fall back into a zone. I've seen them do that. It looks like they're in a man-to-man right now.
Man-to-man, okay. Mafatini out to Nakamura. Nakamura to Ross. Nakamura for the three, and he hits it from the corner.
That's one thing they have to be careful. They'll need to get out on the shooters a little more quickly. Fight through the screens.
Kalalau down in the middle looking for something. Back out to Gushiken. Gushiken takes a look. Kicks it out to Kalalau, to Carrillo. And there's a foul called on the Bears, I believe.
Ioannis.
Oh,
12.
Nakamura. Blocking foul on Nakamura. Sub in. Number 5, Jaron Manar-Pak in for the Bears. Taking out number 12, Owen Nakamura. And we got some subs for the Warriors as well. Number 23, Bryson Reefamina. Number 5, Po'okela Ayu, who's a freshman, by the way. And number 10, Alec Tolentino in for the Warriors. Mossman Smith to inbound the ball. into Spencer. Spencer out to Riffermina. Riffermina drives, loses the handle for a moment, gets it back. Oh, fight for the ball. And turnover by the Warriors.
Warriors are struggling a little bit with defensive pressure, man-to-man pressure by Baldwin.
We have to find some way to get, to kind of ease that pressure a little bit, set up their offense. Meanwhile, on the Bears side, Ioannis brings the ball down to Mafatini. Mafatini back to Ioannis. Ioannis, two-pointer.
It's a lot of space. They're going to have to get a little tighter on defense, especially if they're going to continue playing man-to-man.
Mossman Smith into Tolentino, who takes it to the hole and draws the foul. Nice move. Alex pretty aggressive down in the block.
Yes.
Foul on number 5, Jaron Manar-Pak for the Bears. 2 shots for Tolentino coming right here.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Angus will do if Baldwin continues to get clear outside shots. Will he revert to a zone, a 1-3-1, or continue with the man-to-man?
Yeah, what would be the best defense for a team that starts hitting the outside
I think you
perimeter
could,
shots?
you could stay with man-to-man, but I think what they really need to start thinking about is switching.
Ioannis bringing it down. Riffermina defending. Putting the pressure on to Akaka. Akaka looking for something down low, doesn't have it. Passes it off to Ioannis, who resets for the Bears. They look like a man defense for the Warriors. Trying to play them pretty tight. Akaka on the outside, looking down low to Manar-Pak. Out to Akaka for the 3. That's off the mark. Down low, Manar-Pak draws the foul.
We mentioned that in the pregame. It'll be important for the Warriors to be fundamentally sound, and right now they're suffering from a lack of blocking out and boxing out. So hopefully they can improve in that area.
Ooh, not a good look by Ross. From the corner, Mossman Smith with the rebound, bringing it back for the Warriors. Warriors looking to get something started right here on offense. Spencer on the perimeter with the ball.
Nice
IU,
cut.
nice move by IU. Can't get it to fall. Ioannis, here's it go. Pushing the ball down again for the Bears. Ross taking it down out to Manar-Pak. Not in for the Bears. Oh, Ross pokes it away temporarily. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Warriors.
As I mentioned before, the Bears are getting open looks on the 3-point and outside shots. So some adjustments that Coach Angus will have to make.
So Mossman Smith at the point, bringing it down. 4 high in the key. Passes it off. Oh, miscommunication there. Ball goes right to the Baldwin defense. Ioannis pushing again. Looking to get something started for the Bears here. Reset of the offense. Over to Akaka. Akaka looking down low. Good defense by Mossman Smith. There you go. Get those hands in the passing lane. Picks up his dribble. Over to IU. IU to Riffermina. Mossman Smith takes it in. Oh,
Nice.
Ross swats it away out of bounds. Warriors ball.
Both teams remaining in the man-to-man defense. Baldwin is having a little bit more success. We look for the Warriors to get their offense started a little earlier. There's a lot of waiting to start the offense, so that's complicating some of their spacing.
Kalalau into the game for the Warriors. IU gets
There
it
you
on the
go.
3-pointer. Here it is, and he
There you go.
hits from 3 points.
Nice shot.
If they can get that look to him all night, yeah, they might
Yeah.
do some good things for them.
There's a nice look and a nice stroke by Paul.
Yeah. So here comes Ioannis again. I don't know. I don't know that Baldwin plays this down-tempo game as good or the up-tempo game. Like, what's his style?
For me, Baldwin traditionally, their half-court set is something they work on a lot. Having Cody now at the reins, I think you see a little bit of both. They try to push the ball, and if it's not there, they'll run the half-court set.
IU off the mark with the 3. Gets it back. Baldwin's pushing it again. Here's that pushing of the ball, and that's Paole with the finish there.
Paole's a freshman, yeah.
6'4".
6'4".
Sorry, Bushy can bring it down over to Mossman
full
Smith.
court pressure.
To
They're able to
Kalalao.
break it easily.
Oh.
Opportunity for an easy shot.
Nice save by
There
Kalalao
you
out
go.
to Gushikin.
Likel.
And there it
There's
is.
a 3.
There it is.
If they keep moving the ball, they'll be able to get some shots.
Here comes Ioannis for the Bears. Out to Ross, guarded by IU. Ross tries to take him right, spins left. Little touch shot right over him.
Good
for
experience
2.
for IU, who's a freshman and taking on a very good player in Kui Ross, a senior. That time the vet got the better of.
Oh, there's
of that
IU.
battle.
Oh. There's Alec with a rebound. Tolentino getting
Michigan
up
with
there.
a shot.
And there's
Hey,
Capella.
there's a 3.
They're here on senior night. Hey, what a way to start it right there for him.
3-pointers are keeping it close.
Yep. Playing tight defense. Ioannis out to Mafutini, and he draws the foul on Kalalao.
Good defensive pressure by Gushigan.
Yeah, that's a tough order to keep up with Ioannis, and Capella
Yeah.
does a pretty good job.
Some good footwork. You know, he's a outstanding football player, a defensive back, and so you can definitely see those skill sets here on the basketball court. It's a 2-point game, so the Warriors are hanging in there.
They sure are. The first one's short by Mafutini. You know, one thing that I've noticed right off the bat, as opposed to prior games the Warriors have played, they don't have as many fouls through the first quarter. They've kind of watched their reaching in and their fouls underneath. So it's a pretty good sign for them, I think.
And the games that I've been able to watch, they really do a good job at the first half. They stay close with the teams, or they have a lead. It's the second half that it's what they're trying to work on and play a complete game.
I mean, it should be noted that first game of the season that they took on Baldwin was a really exciting, close game.
Unforced error.
Unforced error. We
We
can't
had
have
that-
too many of those.
will negate a lot of the good work that they've been having earlier in this game.
Hustle for the ball. Ball goes to the Warriors. And we've got number 10 into the game for the Bears. That is Jaquan Torres Lieber. And into game for the Warriors, number 2, Logan Rickard. Spencer
Full
bringing
court
the ball
press.
down. Rifamina with the ball out to IU. Dribbling to his left, resetting the offense. Out to Rickard. Kalalao calling for the ball down low. Nothing there. IU bringing it back out to Rickard. Rifamina for 3. And hits.
They're hot. They're
are.
hot, and
They
they're getting
are.
open looks. So the same thing that was plaguing the Warriors are now plaguing the Bears.
Manar Pak
Oh, nice
hits,
shot.
dribbles in, gets a 2-pointer over Rickard. IU takes the ball for the Warriors, bringing it down. Rickard has it. Out to IU. Lets everybody get some rest down. Oh,
Both teams are pretty hot from the outside. Eventually, it's going to open up some drives to the basket as teams start to close out.
Rifamina, quick shot at the end. And that is the first quarter. Tight game, 14-15. The Bears are leading the Warriors, but like you said, both teams are pretty hot. So hopefully it stays that way for both of them.
Yeah,
Have an exciting game here.
like I said, they've been hitting the perimeter shots. The adjustment will be taking it to the hole to open up more options for both sides. Baldwin, at this point, their guards seem to be able to penetrate the key a lot more easier than what we've been seeing with the Warriors. So I look to see the Bears exposing that a little more to balance their attack. It'll be important for the Warriors to play team defense and switch when they have to.
Yeah, and while we got a quick break here, it looks like we've got one of our colleagues here, Leslie Picolilio says, gives us a little shout out on our live stream. Thanks for watching, Leslie. Hopefully we're not, hopefully we're doing the game justice. You know, I also want to
Thank you
point
for
out,
your support, Noy.
I also want to point out that we did have a student commentator set to take this spot. Cruz Braun, unfortunately he fell ill and couldn't step in and do it. He was really excited about doing it, and then when he last minute couldn't make it, they had to call in the B team. So,
This is definitely, well, I don't know about you, but I definitely belong in the B, if not the C league.
hey,
Oh,
good
nice
defense.
recovery by Rickard. Good hustle.
Handoff. Oh, I have number 10 as Jaquan Torres Lieber, but that does not look like him. So roster
Number
might be
10,
wrong.
Samuel
Oh.
Lomai.
Oh, oh my, got it.
Yeah, Lomai. Another perimeter.
Ross hits a
Ross
three-point
hits it.
basket.
You don't want him to get hot.
No. Mossman Smith bringing the ball down.
The Bears remain in the man-to-man defense.
Kalala with the pick out to Gushiken. Gushiken with a fake. Brings
Nice.
it down the middle.
Ross with a block.
Ross with the block.
Also picks off and running.
Stops.
Nice pass
Dishes it out
inside.
to Paul Ole. Comes up short. Mossman grabs the ball. Kicks it out to Gushiken. Gushiken pushing it the other way. Inside. Oh, Bears smell that pass. Akaka with the steal. Takes it right down the lane and up. In. With Akaka. So it looks like the Bears went on a little run right there. The Warriors unable to answer. A timeout right here. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back in just a few. All right, we're back with the Warriors with the ball, pushing it down. Rickard to Spencer, back to Mossman Smith, out to Gushiken. Mossman Smith with the ball at the top of the key, drives out to Spencer. Spencer takes it in the middle to Kalalau, and he loses the handle, turnover to the Bears.
I think that's a good adjustment that Coach Angus is trying to implement, getting the offense started a little earlier by running it along the sidelines, lanes, using the lanes to push that ball up, and then running their half-court sets from there.
Oh, offensive foul on the screen, it looks like. Am I right?
Yeah. It looks like Paolo was moving while screening, so
Yeah,
they
well,
called him on that.
When you're screening, you have to remain
You have to
still.
remain
You
still.
cannot move your feet.
Yes. He's got good size. He's a freshman, I
He
believe,
does.
Paolo.
Are you? Oh,
Nice
good
penetration.
footwork.
Yeah.
Are you taking it in? Oh, Kalalau tried for the rebound, missed it. Kick it out to Ioannis, pushing it down. Good defense. Oh, offensive foul. Oh, no, on the
No,
Warriors.
They call it on Kalalau.
On Kalalau.
I thought he had good position, but
Baldwin has the ball under their
could've gone either way.
basket. Ross, no, goes out to Paole. To Manarpak on the outside. He passes it over
Nice
to Ross.
switch. Now they have to recover. Oh,
No help on the
no
backside.
help on the weak side. That's when it's important to be in a ball you man. You lose sight, and that's what happens.
And you think maybe somebody's back there to help you, and it's not always the case.
Right.
Well, it should be. There should be somebody back there to help you.
Again, those are just fundamentals. And
Kaholo deciding what he's going to do. Takes it right to Akaka. Over the top. Comes up short. Akaka wrangles the rebound. He tosses it out to Ioannis. Ioannis bringing it back for the Bears. Ross with the three-point look. It's off the mark. Ball goes right to Manar Pak. Goes out of bounds. Warriors ball. You know, the Bears, if one thing, they got some size. You know,
Yes.
that works to their advantage big time.
they seem to work. Their chemistry seems really good right now. One of the things I'm noticing right now, you can see the score, an 8-point lead. It seems like they're controlling the tempo. They're running, they're dictating the tempo that they want to play at.
And when you say tempo, what are you talking about when you say tempo? Just mean the pacing of the game?
Yeah, they look comfortable in their offense. When they want to run, they run, and when they pull it out, their transition into the half-court set is, flawless right now. Nice rebound by Spencer.
Yeah, aggressive there on the board. You know, we'd like to see more of that for our boys. Get down in that block and challenge those rebounds. Get those offensive boards and some points put back.
It'll be important for the Warriors to make some defensive stands, because they don't want this lead to stretch out to double digits.
You know, as a team, how do you handle breaking a press, a full court press anyway, like the one Baldwin's showing here when the Warriors take the ball out?
I think it's important to have the setup going into, you have to recognize that they're going into a press, but the key is getting that ball in the middle and then making teams pay for being in a trap or employing a full court press. The best way to make them stop pressing is exposing them and making them pay for it. So.
Kaka for the Bears looks good moving the ball down in the block. Nakamura with the ball out of bounds to Mafatini. He loses the ball. Firmino comes up with it, pushing it for the Warriors. Ross hits the ball away. Back to Mossman Smith. Over to Spencer. Kale takes it down. Out to Tolentino. Tolentino goes to Mossman Smith. Nice move by IU. Nothing there. Mossman Smith comes up short with the three-pointer. Okaka with the rebound. Over to Ross. Ross pushing the ball yet again for the Bears. Takes it down. Draws the foul.
I notice a little fatigue for the Warriors. You know, the pace right now is picked up where Baldwin is pushing the ball first and then settling in on their half-court sets.
So we got 2 shots for Ross here. He misses on the first.
The Warriors are having some opportunities on the inside, and we just need to finish it. Finish the basket.
Lomai back in for the Bears, number 10. Spencer with the ball out of bounds. They are putting pressure.
The full court press. Right now somebody should be in the middle where that's what you don't want to do is dribble through the press. That's exactly what they want you to do.
The key is to pass.
The key is to pass. The pass is the fastest way to break any press.
And then you make the defensive team second guess their idea of pressing.
Right.
Spencer taking it right to the block. Misses. Tries to get that rebound. Comes up short. Lomai with the ball. Hands it over to Ioannis. Back to Lomai. Lomai takes it down low.
Nice.
Kela says, I don't think so. And Mossman Smith takes it all the way down. Can't draw the foul, can't finish it. Ioannis with the board, pushing it again for out to Akaka. Akaka can hit.
Nice.
Paul Kella, IU with the ball. Alec wrangles it in, back to Spencer, and now
Paul is playing a very good game. Solid game on both ends.
oh, and it looks like we have an injury on the court. Referees call time.
Number 42.
42, Maffatini.
Maffatini. Going back to the press, you know, for me, what I would suggest is they set up in a 2-2 with the opposite guy coming on the second layer, coming towards the middle and popping that ball in the middle, and then from there attacking, all with passes. I think oftentimes teams, they kind of hesitate when they see presses, and hey, you know, I think it's an opportunity to score, and instead of hesitating, you know, salivate when you see a press happening. It's opportunities for easy baskets.
I mean,
so
everybody spread out at that
everybody
point,
spread out. And, I mean, your opportunities to score, especially for our Warriors, are a lot higher than trying to just get points off the half-court set. You know, I think for them, knowing that Baldwin will possibly press, hopefully Coach Angus has put something on the clipboard and how to expose that press. The key is having that right person in the middle, popping in that middle, and then attacking the defense. Oftentimes, if you have it in the middle, you'll have the numbers. It's either going to be 3 against 2, and so you want to expose that, which they have been, you know, unsuccessful at. There were a couple times when Ilikia was able to get to the hole. Again, it's just a matter of finishing. If they do that, they'll be in a better situation.
All right, we're almost back to action here. Looks like he walked out under his own power, which is also a good sign, yeah. Took a seat on the bench. And now the Warriors have the ball. Boston Smith throws it out to IU. Looks like Baldwin's being pretty aggressive on defense.
They're aggressive.
Yeah.
But you can tell that they trust one another. You see the switches taking place, aggressive switches, and so whoever's on the ball, they can be really aggressive, knowing that their teammate, you know, will pick up should they be beat off the dribble.
Right.
So you see a lot of good switching, a good rotation.
A lot of anticipation. They look for the pass, and they try to jump that pass, and knowing that somebody's behind them to, you know, to get their man in case they don't come up with that ball.
And also an underrated skill is a closeout, and so you can see that they work on that.
The closeout, I think we have to get into what that is a little bit.
Oftentimes when you approach the man with the ball, oftentimes if you don't close out right, you won't be able to react once he puts the ball on the floor. And so you have to kind of patter step while you're approaching the man with the ball in order not to get beat off the dribble. And so you see that with Baldwin right now. They're able to react to the ball.
So it looks like the basket does count, but there was a foul away from the ball. I think, I'm not exactly sure, but Baldwin has the ball under the basket, and the basket counts.
There you go, nice switch.
All right, Baldwin back at their full court press. IU with the ball, inbounding.
Right now, it doesn't look like anybody's responsibility is to pop in the middle. They're putting a lot of pressure on Ely to figure this out. This is what you don't want to see.
He's dribbling.
He's dribbling.
But, Paul Kella goes up hard, tries to take it to the hoop.
Even with a broken play, though, you can see once you pass that first line of defense, there are opportunities. And so how do you expose that on a consistent basis and not by, you know, one-offs where you see people dribbling and trying to get through? Most times, you know, it will result in a turnover. But this one, we were lucky Paul was able to draw a foul.
That foul was on number 32, Akaka, for the Bears. Are you at the line for 2? He hits on the first. The seniors have gotten a lot of playing time. And people might be wondering where Taliti is. He's actually out sick.
He's out sick. He's
out
sitting
sick.
on the end of the bench,
He is-
making sure he doesn't make his teammates
yeah,
sick, headed into the final tournament.
the tournament, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be better.
IU hits the second. Iwanes now with the ball back for the Warriors. Baldwin trying to set up something here. Warriors still look like they're in man defense. Pau'ole and Kalalau down in the block.
Nice
Akaka with
move
a
by
nice move
Akaka.
towards the middle. Gets the basket. IU to Gushiken. Gushiken temporarily has it thrown away, but Mossman Smith recovers. Number 3, Mossman Smith on the outside looking for something, taking it in, passing it out, and knocked away by one of the Warriors out of bounds over to Baldwin.
The Warriors have to kind of settle down. I think there's a lot of dribbling, and they're not seeing opportunities where people are open under the basket. So little adjustments. Hopefully they can do that during the halftime.
Pau'ole with the hustle.
Nice Akaka. Nice, Mike.
Mike gets the, Kalalau gets that
Kalalau.
rebound.
Outlet. This is where I would want them to expose and get that ball out faster, but another unforced turnover resulting in an easy basket.
Baldwin's filling the lanes a lot quicker than our boys
Yes.
are.
It goes back to tempo. We're playing Baldwin's tempo, and their press is, like I said, messing with our own tempo.
Yeah, they start pulling away here pretty quickly. We went from a 1-point game at the end of the quarter
To a 12-point game.
12-point game. We're gonna have to do something to kind of stop this. What's an immediate fix we can put in there to kind of change the
Like I said
situation
earlier,
for
I
us?
think Baldwin's going to continue to press because they've been successful. They've rattled our Warriors. What I would probably do is run a 2-2 set and have the second layer on the opposite side, pop that middle, and then attack, all with passes. And that would alleviate some of the pressures that you see our point guards. Right now, we're trying to attack the press by dribbling through, and that's exactly what the press wants you to do. And so they're falling right into Baldwin's trap, and that's why we see this gap. We'll see if Baldwin continues.
We'll see. We'll see. Not having Taliti
Yeah,
and Marco actually is
and
out.
Marco
with a knee
is another,
injury.
dependable player. Losing Taliti, who can dribble through a lot of these things. Dangerous pass. They have to pass that ball. They have to be
There
careful.
it is to the middle.
There you go.
That's Katana. So Gushiken with it now. Mossman Smith setting up the offense. Pass on the outside, gets away from IU. He wrangles it to Tolentino, who has a couple of Baldwin defenders on him. They pull away the ball.
They're swarming right now, and our Warriors, they look a little rattled. So
Foul called on number 10, Tolentino.
both teams in the bonus, so
Nakamura to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Spencer comes up with the board, hands it off to Gushiken. Gushiken, see that? Ross is anticipating that pass.
yes,
To
there you go. Nice pass. But you see how effective passing can be. We just have to finish, and so hopefully there'll be an adjustment.
So into the game for the Bears, number 44, Caleb Badayos. He is a junior, 6'5" junior, another tall kid they got.
Yeah. You have Ross and Akaka on the perimeter. It makes it so much easier to see over the defenders. They can shoot from outside, and they also have a pretty strong inside and inside game. They're very effective going through the hole too. Here he goes. Ross,
Yeah, finish it.
finish it.
Warriors looking to answer here. IU pushing the ball down.
Both boys, Ross and Akaka, come from basketball genes. Well, just athletic genes.
We got 20 seconds left in the half. Mossman out to Gushiken.
Nice.
Gushiken, nice look.
Nice
Couldn't,
look.
couldn't get it
Pushing
to
the ball.
rattle
There
in.
they go. Nice.
Manarpak back to
Oh,
Ross.
nice defense by Paul.
Good defense by
TK.
IU. Halalau comes up with the ball. 2 seconds. 1. Ilikea with the 3. And he just a little short. Just a little short. 17-31 at the half. What's your take so far on the game?
As I said in the beginning, tempo is going to be important. And right now, Baldwin owns the tempo. Our Warriors need to figure out how to deal with the pressure and then get back to what they want to do. I think for them, it'll be key to give Baldwin a little taste of their own medicine by pushing the ball off the sideline and stretching out the defense, and that will give them a little more scoring opportunities. Right now, they're struggling in the offensive set. You can see they're not confident with the 10-foot shots, the 15-foot shots. They're missing a lot of points underneath, unexpected. They're not expecting the pass, so there's some things they can do. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. They really have to figure out how to make Baldwin pay for the full court press. Right now, Baldwin is, like I said, they own the tempo. They're very effective, especially Ross and Akaka on the outside. They play really well together. Talk about basketball IQ. I mean, those two boys come from a long line of basketball. Jason Akaka was a good basketball player. He's a father of Quentin. Raymond Ross was an excellent basketball player, and so that's Kui's dad. And so, the basketball talents continue for both of the families, Akaka and the Ross family.
Yeah, Baldwin's team is pretty. They have a fair amount of young boys.
Yeah, I did see that. Baldwin only has 3 players, albeit Ross is a senior, but Akaka is a 10th grader.
Yeah. That height that they have is pretty young.
It's pretty young.
So they'll be a contender for
Kaholo looks really good. I mean, usually when you see a young freshman who's tall, sometimes they're growing into their body, but Paulie looks like he's very coordinated and he can impact a game at this point as a freshman. So for the Warriors, I'm pretty impressed with IU. He doesn't seem rattled. He's on probably one of the best players in the MIL in Ross, and he's holding his own and attacking. Fearless on the offensive side. Took a hard foul and knocked down free throws. So we need a little bit more of that. It seems right now the Warriors are just satisfied with getting the ball across the court when there are opportunities to expose Baldwin and their press. So hopefully they make the adjustment.
Yeah, hopefully they do. And with that, we'll take a quick break. We got about 7 minutes left in the half. We'll be at halftime. We'll come back right before the start of the second half with the second half of tonight's MIL matchup between the Baldwin Bears and the Kamehameha Maui Warriors boys basketball teams. It's senior night. We're going to honor the seniors after the game, but stay tuned for the second half and we'll be back. All right? All right, we're back. Second half action here. Warriors have the ball first. Looking to bring them back. Gushiken out to Mossman Smith. Back to Gushiken. Gushiken with that three-point look. Just off the mark. Ioane pushing the ball. Nobody back for the Gushiken goes up. Paole draws the foul and finishes.
Looks like Baldwin will remain with the man-to-man. I mean, it's working. It'll be interesting to see if they continue to press. I don't think they will early on, but look to sometime maybe at the 3-minute mark that they probably will employ the press. Depending on the score, it might be about possessions from that point on. With this kind of lead, it's about possessions.
Paole hits on the three-point play. Puts the Bears up 34-17.
Right off the bat.
Carrillo with the ball. Passes it back to Spencer. Baldwin being super aggressive on defense still. Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku takes it down. Draws the foul.
It helps when you have a lead like this to be aggressive and take more chances. And right now, it's you can see them salivating.
Looks like that foul was on Ioane for the Bears.
It looks like Baldwin is also looking to push the tempo, push the ball up the floor.
Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku with the line for two. Off the mark with the first one. Got to get these freebies. You got to hit these free throws right here.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach Angus shared with his boys. It looks like Coach Cody and Coach Trenson will continue with the full court press and pushing the ball up.
Pushing the ball. There they go again. Paole with the ball. Here we go. Ioane at the top of the key. Setting up the offense. Akaka cutting to the basket. Nice move. Banker. Akaka having a good game in the block.
It's just good, good fundamentals, good execution of the half-court set. You can see that a lot of their baskets are not, it's not where they're hoping it goes in. It looks just, the flow just looks so much smoother on this end of the court. The ball is just being passed. You rarely see too much dribbling. So they're exposing a lot of things and working towards their strengths. You can tell they're well coached. Coach Cody, Coach Trenson, Donnie, they do a good job with this team. These boys, these coaches, young men, they belong to the 2005 Baldwin team that took third at the state tournament.
Really?
They beat Punahou and then ended up having to face Kahuku. We were fortunate. That was our first year in the league, and we somehow made it to the state tournament, and we were able to watch these young coaches play. And they did such a really good job representing Baldwin and Maui.
Ioane is pushing the ball again. Nakamura up ahead. Dishes it out, but loses the ball. Mossman Smith somehow comes up with the ball under the basket, bringing it down for the Warriors. Nakamura meeting him halfway. Out to Carrillo. Pass towards the middle. Foul looks like on Ioane as Gushiken was cutting to the hoop. Warriors with the ball out of bounds here. They have yet to score in the second half. Out. Bad pass. Ioane makes him pay, takes it all away, lays it up for two.
Can't get easier than that. High percentage points. Warriors compounding the problems with turnovers.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Out to Carrillo. Carrillo takes it. He's short. Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku's right there. Passes it out. Nice Gushiken. Gushiken takes that three. Spencer right there with the board. So they get another shot at it here. Mossman Smith over to Gushiken. Carrillo now looking for something. Gives it to Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku. Cuts through. Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku guarded by
Nice
Akaka.
aggressive move.
Kaʻulaheanuiokamoku. Good moves. Oh,
nice
Spencer.
move, Spencer.
fighting for that
Fighting
board.
for that ball. He, good
Baldwin
effort.
comes
Good
away with
effort.
it.
Here they go, pushing the ball again. Someone out
Out
of
to
the three.
Nakamura.
Oh,
Ole
nice.
in the middle.
Inside out. And back to the inside. Oh, my.
Looks like they're
continuing with the press, and we're having a hard time.
Yeah, it's difficult finding the pass, the inbound pass to move the ball down.
Like I said, Baldwin is being very aggressive, taking chances. Right now, they're going for the kill.
Oh, for sure. They're anticipating almost every pass.
Every
the Warriors
pass.
are gonna make.
Inbound, second pass, third pass.
Warriors are going to have to find some way to pull themselves back into this game before it gets too far away from them.
Again, the key is, breaking that press. If they don't find a solution in breaking that press, it's going to be a long night.
Let's see what they do here to start play here in the third quarter. We got about 5 minutes and 10 seconds left. Baldwin with a 42-17 lead on the Warriors. It's senior night here, and we've got 3 seniors, 2 of them playing. One of them, Tiliti's sick, but Michael and Kopena have seen some pretty good playing time in this game.
Yes.
Baldwin on the outside.
A little mix-up there.
Nobody with the board. Akaka wrangles it up and puts it back for an easy 2.
Again, it's those little things, the blockouts, those basic fundamental things that, can really wreak havoc on teams.
Looks like they were called for a 5-second violation. Could not inbound the ball in time. On the outside, Lomai. Paul Ole takes the baseline. No. And loses the ball.
On the backcourt.
Backcourt on the Bears. One of the few mistakes we've seen them make tonight.
The Baldwin's been really disciplined. I have to give them that, and they're executing on both ends of the floor on the offense and defense. Again, it goes down to tempo. They've controlled the tempo for pretty much this whole game.
Out over. Rickard has a ball. Kicking. Tolentino into the game for Kalalau. We'll give him a rest. Po'okela Ayu taking the ball out of bounds for the Warriors. Over to Rickard, looking to set up the offense. Ayu with the ball. Takes it in.
There you go.
There's
Very
a
aggressive
blocking
move.
foul. Good. Draw that foul. Down in the block on number 10, Lomai.
Ayu's been very, aggressive, but controlled aggression. He's been able to draw some fouls, get some shots up.
Ball out of bounds for the Warriors. Inbounding here, out to Ayu. Set with the 3-pointer, off the mark. Warriors cannot come up with the offensive board. It goes to the Bears. Number 44, Badayos with the rebound. Throws it out. And the Warriors got their hands in the passing lane.
There you go. Little breaks like that, and right now, that's, I think, what they have to focus on, is just finding little victories. Right now, you have a very young team there. There you go. Pop it in the middle. You see how open things are. Just opportunities when you pass the ball. Unfortunately, they didn't finish, but like I said, those are high percentage shots.
And Baldwin takes it all the way down. Lomai takes it all the way down. And
aggressive move. Pass. Somebody's in. There you go.
There's Spencer.
Nice pass.
Spencer. Spencer loses the handle. And it's a turnover to the Bears.
You can see how the pass is effective with the press. It's just finishing off a full set. And they'll be okay. Right now, it's just experience. We have our young team out there. We have you as a freshman, Rickard, a sophomore. The rest are, you have Spencer, sophomore,
juniors,
and the other 2 are seniors.
Rickard
with the shot.
A bit long there. Board goes
nice
to
stroke.
Lomai. Lomai bringing it down.
Lomai is coming down that hole, and penetrating all the way to the basket, getting easy buckets.
IU over to Rickard, to Spencer in the corner for 3. Can't get it to fall.
They continue to push the ball.
There's Nakamura again pushing that ball down. Takes it all the way in. Taking it in aggressively.
Yeah. They're trying to expose that middle, and they're going down there fearlessly.
What's the difference? It doesn't seem like we have that ability to kind of take it to the Bears, but the Bears are kind of moving straight into that middle
Yeah,
for
you
us.
know, a lot of it is getting back on defense. You know, one of the keys in making sure your defense is ready to play is making sure all 5 people are sprinting down to that baseline and then recovering to play defense. Right now you can see people coming in late, and so that's why, you know, the point guard is really beating 3-4 guys down the court, and so they're exposing that. Whereas if you look carefully, if you look at Baldwin, once that ball is shot, they're back on defense. They're sprinting back to the baseline to defend. Oh, traveling.
Traveling on Oswego Stark. Who's into the game for the Warriors?
It looks like the Bears are allowing others to play.
Yeah.
See some unfamiliar faces.
Yes, looks like some of
New
the benches got
faces.
in the game. IU took it in, could not finish. Looks like he kicked the ball, but I guess not. Unfortunately, he couldn't come up with it, and Gushikin brings the ball back. Out to IU, Tolentino, out to Rickard.
There you go, nice take. There you go.
And Rickard finishes.
Nice.
Hey, there you go. That's the first points of the half right
First
there.
points of the half.
Warriors can maybe
Very
build on that
aggressive
right
move.
here.
Sometimes you gotta,
Loma is having quite a game.
you have to meet aggression with aggression.
IU's bringing it down. And timeout for the Warriors. Timeout.
You know, our team, the Warriors, it's a young team, and so is Baldwin. But you know, the takeaways from this is just getting good play time. Game speed makes all the difference. You can't replicate that in practice. They're learning. There's certain things we can do as coaches to make it easier on them, but you can't fault them for their effort.
Yeah. I mean, we see these boys at practice. They are, they are working their butts off at practice. And the effort is there. Maybe the shots don't fall, or
Yeah.
you get a little frustrated, but you have to find some way to pull yourself back out of that.
It just goes to show, you know, in all levels of basketball, how important fundamentals are. And I've seen it, and I've been guilty of it. When season comes around, sometimes, you know, you want to focus on your sets, your offensive sets, and you don't give the time to the muscle memory that sometimes fundamental drills ensure during a game. So it's important that you spend the time or afford the time during practices to get that consistent daily practice with fundamentals. And you can see how it can impact the team negatively or positively.
All right. Looks like Tolentino got the ball down there and took it to the hoop and drew the foul.
Right now, I think they have the Mercy rule going on, and the clock is running.
The foul was on 33, La'akea Oswego Stark. Tolentino at the line for 2. Hits on the first. And hits on the second.
I was curious to see how both teams would rebound from their tough losses on Tuesday. Looks like Baldwin, their first loss of the season,
Right, yeah.
resulted in them being fired up for this game.
Yeah, it looks like they came out extra hungry tonight.
Extra hungry, extra aggressive. And you can see them having a lot of fun on the court.
So it looks like we're at the start of the fourth quarter here. It's going to be 50-21. Baldwin's out in front. They do have kind of a lot of their reserves in right now.
Yeah.
Getting them some playing time.
And in a game like this, it'll be important that the Warriors continue to work on things that they've been working on at practice, try to execute different sets, and be aggressive, be aggressive.
Yeah, in the game Tuesday night against Lahaina Luna, talk about aggressive. Filiti came out pretty aggressive in that game. He took it right to the Lunas, drove down the middle, scored a ton of points. I think he had 14 points in that game, and kept the Warriors within striking distance for most of the match.
He was very aggressive. But also, it's tiring. There's a lot of responsibility he was shouldering during that game.
Right.
So it does, he did exert a lot of energy.
Yeah. So here we go. Mossman gives it out to Gushiken. Back to Mossman. Outside to Rickard. Gushiken looks down low to Spencer. Ball gets knocked away. Stays with the Warriors.
Baldwin has some nice size. There's some tall, long, and athletic
guys,
players,
Outside to Mossman Smith. He drives, takes it in, floater, doesn't fall. Tolentino comes up with it.
Nice pass.
Back to Spencer, and
nice.
Spencer finishes.
It's those little things that they should be focusing on and just finishing strong. Like I said, there's a tournament at the end of the
tournament,
of the year, and it's a blank slate. So if they can find the silver lining in the final games and peak at the right time,
you never know what might happen.
You never know.
You never know what might happen. 44 with the ball, passes it out to Punts with the ball, kicks it out to Manar Pak. Ponce takes it in. Nothing there. Out of bounds. Turnover for the Bears. Headed back the other way for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Warriors could use some of those turnovers to get themselves back in.
It'll be important for them to get their mind and gain a little bit of confidence going down home stretch and into the tournament. Like I said, there's always a chance. There's a tournament, there's a chance. And just the way the tournament is set, Coach Angus was part of that team where we were the 8th seed and ended up going to the state tournament. So it can be done. What's going to be important is they finish strong and, work on things that they work towards their strengths and maybe improve upon some areas, especially on the defensive end.
So the jump ball results in a Baldwin possession. Warriors looks like they're trying to move the ball into the key to get some of those easy high percentage baskets, but just can't get them to fall.
Yeah, it's there. They're getting the shots up. It's just trickling out, and so sometimes it happens that way. And some nights it'll fall, and you'll see that it'll result in a much closer game. So there's some things they can feel good about, and some areas definitely that they can work on.
Looks like we got a foul there as Oswego Stark took it to the hoop. Foul on number 10, Tolentino for the Warriors. That's the team's 3rd foul. Ball out to Manar Pak. Oswego Stark with the ball. Picks up his dribble, hands it over to Badios. Out to Manar Pak. Rickard knocks it away. Tolentino comes up with it. Let's see if Tolentino will finish, and he does. Coast to coast for Tolentino.
Good hustle. It'll be good that they finish strong.
There
you go.
Oh,
good hustle, though.
Yeah.
Good hustle.
Ball went off Mossman Smith on the outside, so the ball stays with Baldwin. It's 25-50. When does the running clock come into play? Is it 30 points?
I think at 30 points.
At 30 points.
Yeah, 30 points. It's a good opportunity for young players, Rickard, Carrillo, Ayu, get some valuable playing time. Like I said, you can't replicate game speed in practice, so just valuable playing time right now. There you go.
Traveling on the Bears, excuse me. So the Warriors take the ball. 5.5 left, just about in the 4th quarter. And coming up next, we got the girls girls game at 7 o'clock, and we got that live stream happening right after this one. That should be an exciting matchup. Senior night for them, they got 5 girls?
5 girls.
5 seniors.
Double dribble on Badios.
And that game is going to feature the commentary, not from us, luckily not from us. But it's
Kathleen Frampton.
Kathleen Frampton, who is a staff member, a faculty member. And Kealius Schustrand, who is a senior on the team, who's not playing because of her knee. But they'll be on the mics coming up after this game. But here we've got Rickard bringing the ball down, guarded by Manar Pak. Picks up the ball, Carrillo, luckily he's there. Oh, Ponce takes it back from him. Carrillo's defending. And Ponce finishes. Spencer out to IU. Rickard with the ball. Looking for something on offense here, the Warriors. There's a foul on Badios. A little bit too much body there on Spencer. It's a blocking foul. That's the team's 5th foul for Baldwin.
It's good experience, like I said, for Carrillo, Rickard, IU. Right now, Baldwin's being very aggressive. So it provides that kind of experience where they're dealing with heavy pressure. And then they'll learn, you know?
Yeah. Looks like the foul, 44, was again on Badios, so you know he's got to watch out.
Hey, it's good to see our old friend,
And
Bala Spencer.
Yeah, Coach Bala's here. His daughter's a senior on the basketball team.
And his son, Kale, plays on our high school boys basketball team.
Yeah. So that's good to see him. Good to see him.
Good to see him. Absolutely. As Kale Spencer on the free throw line.
He hit the first, and he connects on the second as
Connects
well.
on the second.
The score is now 52-27. Baldwin still with the lead. Lomai kicks it out to Ponce. Ponce out to Badios. Manar Pak out to Lomai. Lomai back to Badios. Ponce has the ball top of the key, resetting now. They're looking to take the ball in. No, decides to kick it back out to Oswego Stark. Out to Ponce. Ponce for the 3. Off the mark. Oswego Stark with the ball.
Blocking out again. Fundamentals.
No rebounds. Can't get the rebound. Lomai takes it in
Saw
off the
that
glass.
move. We talked about closing out, and that's what happens when you don't close out correctly. You get they take you to the hole.
You know, not many big guys could take Spencer. Spencer's quick.
Spencer's very coordinated. He's quick. He has a good outside shot. He can play the inside game, so he's got a lot of upswing to his game.
Screen high. Where Lomai takes it in, tries to hit it off the glass.
Lomai likes coming down that middle.
He does.
He
does.
does. Until somebody stops him, hey, he's going to continue coming down that middle.
That seems to be what's working, so he's just keep going to that soft spot until somebody gets in his way. You're right. Looks like Badios is at the line. He drew the foul.
What grade is Badios?
Badios looks to be a junior. Looks like a junior.
Wow.
6'5" junior.
A lot of returning long and tall players.
Yeah, it must be good as a basketball coach when you look at your roster and you got 6'7" guys above 6 foot.
Yeah, you can't teach length, and length can wreak havoc with on the defense and offensive sets when you have long arms in the passing lane. It makes shooters and passers think twice.
I think it was, what was that, lane violation?
It looks like a lane violation.
By the Bears, out of place. Not sure who it was. It was either Ponce or Oswego Stark was out of place. But nevertheless, the ball goes to the Warriors. No free throw for Badios. Ball's into Spencer.
Nice basket. Nice cut. Very aggressive. And that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
You know, right now, if they can have little goals, maybe set a goal on hitting 40 or 45 in games like this, they can stay focused on something positive, and seeing if they can hold Baldwin to 60. You know, when you get into games like this, you always have to keep them motivated to play. Because sometimes it's hard to get motivated when you're down. So as a coach, I always try to see, play the game within the game. You
Right.
know, give them goals to shoot for.
So Rickard with the ball. He's met at half court by Manar Park. There's a screen by Kalalao out to Gushikin. Gushikin to Ayu to Spencer.
You can see Spencer. You know, Spencer's playing like he's got nothing to lose. Mike. Oh.
There it is.
Yes.
Mike with that signature ball fake move.
Ball fake.
He's got that nice ball fake move. Draws the foul.
Draws the foul.
Again on Badayo's down low.
Yeah. He was close to a travel, I must say, but he got fouled before he picked up his foot. I like what I see with Spencer, especially at the closing of this game. He's still got a lot of, he's still playing very hard.
Mm-hmm. You know, usually in this gym they have the fans on because it's pretty hot, but it's been chilly lately, so fans are not on, so it's quiet in here, huh?
This morning, I think they said it was 50 downtown. I can imagine what it was like early this morning in upcountry Maui, especially in Kula.
Yeah, it's got to be in the 40s or lower. Kalalao makes the first one. Steps up to the line for his second one. Spins that ball, sets, and knocks it home. Atta boy,
Good
Michael.
job, Mike.
So Ponce bringing the ball back down for the Bears. Are you staying with him? Are you staying with him? Dribbles it off his
Dribbles
foot.
off his foot.
Out of bounds, turnover to the Warriors. So here come the Warriors. Are you with the ball in the middle? Brings it to the right, looks back left to Gushikin. Gushikin the ball, takes it towards the
There you
middle.
go.
Out to Rickard.
Nifty.
Kalalao
Oh,
comes up short.
Short on
Rickard,
the 3-point. Looks like it's Warriors ball.
stays with the
Good
Warriors.
hustle
Manar
on
Park
both
hit it
ends.
out.
Good hustle by number 5 and number 2, Rickard and
Manar Park.
Manar Park.
Jaron
Wrestling for
Manar
that
Park.
ball.
Ball goes into Spencer, guarded by Oswego Stark. Yeah.
Nice, powerful
That's gonna be a
move.
tough. That's gonna be
He's
tough.
gonna be tough.
He's gonna be tough.
He's young and he's showing some, toughness under the hole. He's
And he's
hard
an
to stop.
unreal volleyball player, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Really, he's a setter for the
He's
volleyball
a setter,
team.
and that's his sport. But I'm glad he's out at basketball. He's also a good football player. Very good hands. I think he plays. He's a center for our football team.
Can't find anything. Passes it to Manar Park, who takes the shot, misses, is off the mark. Oswego Stark hits it out. Lomai with the shot, and he hits it from
nice.
3-point.
You still have to love the effort from the Warriors. They're challenging shots, and unfortunately that one dropped. But they're challenging shots. Kalalao working really hard under the basket.
Oh, he loses the ball.
Loses handle. Loses the handle. Oh,
Ponce.
miscommunication on the.
Oh,
Oh,
Spencer
nice
with the
block
block.
by Spencer.
Badayo's with the putback, but
There you
can't
go.
get it. He kicks it out to Gushikin. Gushikin bringing it down. Oh. Lomai takes it away from Gushikin. Hits it out to Ponce, who kicks it to. Misses a shot. Spencer with the rebound. Slows down the pace. Out to Rickard. IU over to Gushikin. There's the 3-pointer by Gushikin.
Oh, in and out.
In and out.
Good look.
And then Ponce with the ball for the Bears. Just under about 30 seconds left in the match. Ponce brings it in, pulls back out. Looks like he's picked up his dribble, but not. He just hands it over to Lomai, who brings it in, kicks it out. That looked like a travel, and it was.
Yeah.
Not sure what he wanted to do with the ball, maybe.
Yeah, I think coaches were asking them to just dribble the and run the clock out.
And in his head, he was saying 3, 3, 3. Coach is saying, no, no,
He had an
no.
open look.
Yeah.
We've all been there, right?
Ball knocked out of bounds by Lomai. Stays with the Warriors. Gushiken to inbound. Kalala with the ball to Gushiken. Are you at the top of the key? Ponce strips it away. Kapena gets on him. And that's the game.
That's the end of the game. 35-57.
35-57. That's how it ends. Not the greatest game, but like you said, a lot of experience.
A lot of experience.
Time for the younger players to get in there and kind of play.
Yeah.
It could have got a lot better. They've played a lot better against Baldwin throughout the year.
Yeah. The first game was really close. I think we last second shot by Ross was basically the difference in the first.
Yeah, that was it.
I think we never recovered from that game if I look back.
Because we played a pretty good off season.
Yes, we were in fact, most of our games have been close.
Yeah,
and so basketball, sometimes a lot of it is mental. And so right now, the key for the young Warriors is to figure out how to get some confidence back. Right now, you can see that they're reeling mentally. And so sometimes it's just fun to have a diversion day and bring back some fun into why do you play this game?
Right.
And not get caught up with records and your past performances. And so they got to find something to draw some energy and confidence and some enthusiasm and passion for the game, and then take that with them to the tournament.
So hopefully that tournament brings a turn of good luck for them. Hopefully they prepare for it well, and they get all their players back.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can pull it together, figure out some things that work for them, and kind of do some good things. But with that, we're going to move on to our next game of the evening. It's the senior night girls matchup between Kamehameha Maui and Baldwin. But I wanted to say thank you for watching, whoever was watching out there, and thank you for my partner, Mr. Cagasan, who I know he's just dying to coach again at some point, but he's got to take off and watch his...
I can sleep at night.
He's got to watch his son take on the JV team. Is playing who?
They're playing...
Is it Waldorf?
To be honest, I don't know.
Waldorf. They're playing
Right?
Waldorf over at Eddie Tam, so you better go.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Well, signing out until our senior night girls game. We'll see you on the next one.